Hello, welcome to the next edition of Competitive Magic. Today I edited a competitive deck which has been going around, which is 8 Pyromancers. So I took that stock list and I wanted to try Brawl and Kari Zev in the actual list. So I tried to the mixture between sorceries and instants, and I have 26 instants in this deck, hoping that we can take advantage of Brawl and Kari Zev. And not to mention, I mean, with the 8 Pyromancers, it's kind of nice being able to do everything at instant speed. So we have 4 Ledger Shredders, but we're going to get all into that in the deck list. If you guys like 8 Pyromancer, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you'll be alerted about future videos. And let's get into the deck list. So we have a similar instant package equivalent to, is it Phoenix, except we don't have Axe, because Axe, we don't really want to discard anything. There's not a profit for us for that. But we do have Make Disappear. We have a Meeting of the Minds, which is the best new card, I think, with the 8 Pyros. And then we have Car. Like I said, we have Brawl and Kari Zev. And the card that we're going to try with it is Dig Through Time, because that's the instant equivalent to Treasure Cruise, which can also cast a busted sorcery with it. But we don't have as many busted sorceries. But we can, dig through time and make disappear in the same turn off of, 1-2 mana potentially. So that's quite powerful to leave up a lot of interaction to keep our 8 Pyros alive. Sideboard though wise, we have Fading Hope as for early interaction, 3 volleys for Greasefang, Mono White, a Braid for Artifact Hate for boats, also hates on their smaller creatures. We have Ether Gust for mono green. We have Disdainful Stroke for mono green. Negate as a way to fight through counter spells. We have 2 Hearse as a way for graveyard hate. 2 Soul Seers as a way to kill a Shieldred. That's something that this deck might want to be able to accomplish at instant speed. And that is the deck list. Let's see if 8 Pyro can compete in Pioneer. Steam Vents tapped. Go. Watery Grave. Untapped. Passing. Dig. Play Young Pyromancer. Go. Pushes me. Pass the turn. Haul. Brawl and Kari Zev. Change the equation. How do I have a feeling this is just Dimir Control? Marsh. Third Path Iconoclast. Pass the turn. Pushes it. Plays an island. Passing. His turn. Canal. I guess play a canal. Pass the turn. Memory Deluge. Draw 2. Takanuma. Passing. Fading Hope. That seems like a bad card in this matchup. Play a tap land. Just pass the turn. Dig Through Time. Opt. Bottom. Cast my own Dig Through Time. Pyromancer in Hall. So I guess we're going to try to Fading Hope our Pyromancer if he tries to remove it. So that's our plan. I was hoping they would have enough mana to be able to dig for a counter and counter that, but Thoughtseize. There goes our Pyro. All right, Ashiok, Feeding Hope. I guess that's a fine redraw. Opt, Bottom, Meeting of Minds, pass the turn, makes a token, passes, play a Den, pass the turn, create another token, goes to combat, attacks. Do I care enough to risk my haul here? Probably not. Take it. Attempt to dig. We're here to brawl, so that's what we're going to take. We also can take a meeting in any order. We untap. Fading Hope. Brawl. Change the equation. Super annoying. Play a tap land. Pass the turn. Meeting of Minds. Shoot a token. You could turn on the hall, but they don't. They just hit me. Getting rid of 2 Fiery Impulses, which are kind of mid. Alright, goes for trying to cast a few spells, but there's not really a lot of good cards for his deck in there. Young Pyromancer. That's fine. We'll just Fading Hope that. Iconoclast. Brawl. Passes. Ledger Shredder. Play the Shredder. Play an island. Bounce the Brawl. Kills my Shredder. Alright, I'm off. Against control, we'll try and negate. Disdainful Stroke. Down Fading Hope. Actually, Impulse is arguably worse. Because at least this lets me protect my threats. This does nothing. So, except kill the tokens, which I could just bounce. Run it like that. Team Vents. Tapped. Go. Swamp. Thoughtseize. Takes my Shredder. Sure. Plan Island. Pass the turn. Hall. Passes. We untap, sort of. Play Den. Pass the turn. Keep this op for when we get a token generator. Brawl, I suppose, which probably just going to get countered. You can't have fun. Sure. Pass the turn. There's a lot of things I could have tried in this match, but of course, blue players got to be blue players. Consider, whatever. You know what? No pass. I will cast an opt. Play the Iconoclast. Go. Alright, you pushes. Watery Grave, untapped. Sure, plays Ashiok. Upticks Ashiok. Consider. Graveyard. Disdainful Stroke. You're kind of a little late. Let's dig through time. Shredder, I guess. Make disappear. Pass the turn. Create the 2-3. Goes to combat. Smacks me for 3. Down to 16. Play the Shredder. I guess pass the turn. Tries to Fatal Push it. I guess go for a Stroke. Alright, goes up with a full attack. Sure, down to 4. Alright, I'm just off. 0-1, let's get into the next. App Sanctuary. This must be Lotus Field. Play Canal. Pass the turn. Yep, there's a stage. Crying. We consider. That's not really what I'm looking for. Gets his Lotus Field. Den. Iconoclast. A Go. Otawara. Vizier. We untap. Island. So I guess I have to consider, even though I really want to play this young Pyromancer. Iconoclast. Yes, that's fine. Impulse. And Meeting of Minds. Draw some cards. Pass the turn. Next turn we can maybe cast both of these. Meeting of Minds. Go from there. Alright, goes ahead and plays Field. So he might be able to untap it. Or he might just stage and copy it. Okay, seems good. What's my turn look like? Wish I had one more land. Play Coast. Iconoclast. Pyromancer. Draw some cards. Make some dorks. Smack you for 3. I could deal 16. So close. Scoops it up. Sweet. Against this matchup. Guess Strokes. Negate. Down Impulse. I guess Up Fading Hope. Maybe there's a world where Graveyard Hate is better. Or not like that. Temple. Scries to the bottom. Passes. Play Hazard. Go. Breeding Pool. Untapped. Scrying maybe. Nope. Satyr. Hearse. Pyromancer. Go. Alright, plays Lotus Field. Have 2 mana up. Can he combo off this turn? Could untap it. You could get 5 mana this turn. I mean, a Pour Over Page is not that big of a deal because he only gets to untap 1. Yeah, so he basically paid 2 for it. Alright, Strings, untapping 2 permanents. Seems pretty good. I think he meant to tap that first. So you could untap it again. That was a slight punt. Impulses. Another Strings. 6 green to his mana pool. Gets back 4 over pages. Scrying. For Thespian stage. Yup, seems pretty good. Passes. Pyromancer. Play young Pyromancer. This is kinda risky. I'm so close to being able to cast that, but I can't. Hit you for 2. Pass the turn. I really kind of wish I could do Shredder over the Pyromancer, but I think this actually making 2 bodies next turn is going to be a huge difference. I just need to live till next turn, of course. That is like a miracle. So he has 1 mana floating because he's going to copy. He can untap if he somehow finds another Hidden Strings. Dig Through Time. That's not a bad card. I wish I kind of had one, but then again, I have nothing in my yard. Passes. Make disappear. Ahsoka-san. Shredder. Go to combat. Hit you with both. Pass the turn. Otawara. Alright, untaps. Blue, you mean? Sure. So we can only do it by sacking Ledger Shredder here. Alright, we counter that. Make a couple of dorks. Passes. Dig through time. I think I pay with 2 of those and 2 mana. Make some dorks. Draw some cards. Put that on blue. Opt. Try to find a counter. Bottom. Draw. I guess hearse. Go to combat. Smack face for 4. So now he's going to try the ultimatum again. Oh, pour over pages. I think he just learned his lesson about the make disappear. Plays a tap land. Pour over pages. Untaps his 2 Lotus Fields. Hidden Strings. They untap. Hidden Strings is not that big of a deal. Because it's not adding new cards to his hand to let him win. Because why else do you need that much mana? Behold the Beyond. Alright, so now he gets his 3 best cards. Emergent Ultimatum. What are you going to pick? Brawl, Leer, Vizier. I mean, do I care about any of these? I guess Leer. And the other things don't have haste. They can't block these two. One. They got 6 points of damage otherwise. Exile, Behold, and the Pour over pages. Untap. Opt. Make some tokens. Meeting of Minds seems pretty good here. Tap, 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 tap. Draw some cards. Play an island. Dig through time. Take. Make disappear. Dig. Play hearse. Eat up the Pour in the Behold the Multiverse. And I think I just crew and attack with everything but the young Pyromancer. Down to 4 past the turn. Okay, untaps. So he has 11 mana. Omniscience? Sure. What's the last 2 cards in hand, though? So you have to beat me this turn, right? Mastermind. Okay, and that gets your approach. But the thing is, do you have the other card? Does it help you dig to get to your approach? Because the Leer doesn't do it, right? I guess he can use this to untap, start using... And there's nothing really impressive in his yard. We ate up his good cards, so... He rasped the board. That is a 16/16, which is unbelievable. Untaps his mana, so he could turn on the token. So what else are you doing? Alright, so... Did I keep Fables in, or Fading Hopes in? I kept 1, I think. So I could Fading Hope this, maybe? That's kind of what I'm hoping for. Passes. Otawara. That also works. So we'll just play that tapped. Eat up the Sunfall Mastermind. Eat up Strings. Emergent Ultimatum. And just pass. You know what? Whatever. I'm just going to go ahead and do it now. Now pass. So we're going to make these things too big and just... Actually, they're both one-shots now. Scrying. For Beseishu, I guess. So you can blow up a hearse. Yeah, I mean, that's what you got. What you got to do. So go ahead and blow up a hearse. We'll grab an island. So we still have Make Disappear up. Consider. Alright, got that one. 1-1. Let's get into the next. Ghost Gew. Grotto. I like. So we're going to put Pathway on blue. Since his hand is so blue heavy. Pass the turn. Plains for the opponent. Glass Casket. Alright. Play the Hall. Pass the turn. Plains. Prismatic Prism. Let's go ahead and opt. I don't need another opt. Consider. Graveyard that. Draw a card. Passes. Oh, crap. Iconoclast. Plays the Plains. Brass Knuckles. Okay, so this clearly is Colossus. Put that on top. Needs some sort of spell for next turn. Gets a free Colossus. Passes. Play a tap land. Pass the turn. Alright, Prism. Draws a card. Play the Plains. Heart of Kirin. Make disappear. Make a token. Equips. Goes to combat. No attacks. Tap my 2 tokens and draw some cards. This might be a good time for Brawl to shine. Coast. Brawl and Karizev. Pass the turn. So we kind of get a free opt with this Meeting in the Mines, which is kind of sweet. Can't really attack. Prism. That's fine. It's not going to win. We just need to not allow this thing to attack through our threats. We could chump this thing for days. Another Prism. He drew all 4. Not even gonna lie. Sweet. Equips. Now he has double strike. Plays a free Metal Colossus. Goes to combat. No attacks. Tap, tap, tap. Play Meeting of Minds. Make a dork. Alright, so cast without paying his mana cost. Make a dork. I don't need more lands. We draw a Den. Draw some more. We untap. Play a Den. Pass the turn. Play the Plains. Goes to combat. Attacks. Bounce the Double Striker. Say no. Make a Ragavan. Bounce. Go to a block with the token. Plays the Colossus again. Another Brass Knuckles. And equips. Ledger Shredder. Play Ledger Shredder. Put that on blue. Impulse here. Just to Sprock Shredder. Get rid of the pathway. Make a dork. I can't. Keep this one, I suppose. Opt. Make another token. Pyromancer. That's not a bad draw. Play the Pyromancer. Hit ya. Hit ya. Maybe I should attack with Ragavan too. That can't block. Okay, takes a few amounts of damage. Down to 14. We just have to pray he does not find a way to make his thing unblockable. Plays Karn Living Legacy. Minuses 1. Karn seen play in Pioneer. Toolcraft Exemplar. We get to draw. Pitch the Shredder. Alright, so he does not have the ability to kill us yet. It hits you in the air. I don't even care about Karn. Pass the turn. Maybe I should have kept the Stevens in hand. In case he casts 2 spells in this turn. I can connive that away. I'll do that next time. Minuses. Karn. That's a big problem. Pretty sure that means he just wins. I have nothing with flying. Attacked with the Shredder. He equips. And now it's flying double strike. I can't do nothing about that. So, strokes in. Abrades in. Impulse out. Fading Hope maybe in. Is there anything worse than a Fading Hope? No, I don't like that. Steam Vents tap, go. Plains. Passing. Den of the Bugbear, go. Plains. Penance. Counter that. Don't need your guy having flying. We'll probably play a pathway on blue. Pass the turn. You need to find a threat though. Pretty soon. Barons. Spicy include. Okay. Kill the Karen. Play the Plains. Or the Coast. Iconoclast. Go. Kayla's Command. Makes a 2/2 construct. Gets a basic Plains. Plays the Plains. Portable Hole. Wow. Crap. Fading Hope. Play, I guess, draw some cards. We're not getting much going on here. Pass the turn. Spire of Industry. Goes to combat. Smacks me. Fading Hope. Top. We will draw a stroke. Karn. Makes a Power Stone. Canal. Pass the turn. Sanctum Mugen. Upticks Karn. What are you casting? Is this a Colossus? Counter it. Consider. Graveyard. Okay, that's helpful. Good. We're gonna sack it, get himself a Colossus. I knew I was gonna draw a freaking Pyromancer. Brawl. Young Pyromancer. Go. Devout Decree. Freaking eats my dang card. Plays a Sanctimugen. Upticks the Karn. Decoration in Stone. Turn on the Den. Go to combat. Hit Karn. Pass the turn. Minus the Karn goes digging. Gonna just hardcast the Colossus. Alright, goes digging. I assume he finds another one. Go gets Steel Shepherd, Seraph, so it would give it flying. Young Pyromancer. Let River Glide. Let's crack a clue, draw a card. Okay, draw some cards. Make a dork. More land, pass the turn. Goes digging with Karn. Devout Decree eats my Pyromancer. Steel Seraph. Gives it flying. Yeah, this is not looking great. Go to combat. Hit you with everything but the one elemental token. Alright, scoop it up. We just did not find any way of sticking our stuff on the board. And we were going to be drawing nothing for turns. So let's get into the wrap up after a 1-2 record. So what did we learn about this deck? And honestly, it's very finicky. Maybe there needs to be like shore up or something like that to help keep these two alive. But none of the list I don't think that I've seen got 5-0, which is this list is based off of. So my goal with these series with competitive is take a 5-0 list and modify it slightly. This list is a little bit more modified, I guess, because of Brawl. I wanted to maximize Brawl by making all instants, but I think there's going to be another deck in the future that's going to be a little bit better fitted for Brawl. Outside of that, I think the list did okay. It's not very good at keeping our threats alive, and we only have 14, so it was an issue, especially against like Dimir Control, where they have a lot of removal, and even match game 2 with the Metalwork Colossus deck. So I wonder if there's something that maybe we should look into a little bit more about how making this deck a little bit more consistent, which I thought would have been fine because we have 4 ops, 4 considers, so we have a lot of like very quick draw, but we were really using our mana fast each turn. So I kind of wonder if maybe Meeting of Minds it's great once you start getting a couple Iconoclasts and Pyromancers going, but if you can't get it going, it is kind of slow and clunky. Maybe it takes too big of a hit because of Dig Through Time taking 2 blue instead of just Treasure Cruise taking a single blue. But even then, like I felt like we didn't fill our graveyard up fast enough to get the 6 down to 0. So if you have any considerations at all for this style list, is there a instant that could have been used that's really good with Dig Through Time with Brawl? There is like some 7-drop, 5 damage, dig 5 and put one in a hand. The one that's from Strixhaven, but I don't know if that's really worth my time. But if you have any suggestions, let me know down in the comments. And if you like this kind of content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe before you head out the door. And until next time, hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day.